Hello and thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Alysia, the creator of Peace Not Pain, where we talk all about how to discover your purpose so that you can ultimately live a more fulfilling life. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing 5 easy steps to help you to discover your purpose, to at least put you on the right track to be able to discover your purpose, okay? And these are vital. These are keys, major keys. So what I've come to realize as in general is that life really isn't as complicated as we make it. Life is not as complicated as we make it seem. A lot of times it's just about how we've been conditioned mentally to view it. So when we begin to shift our mindset, just to change our mindset, we start to feel differently, see differently, think differently, and ultimately it begins to change your life for the better. But so with that being said, I'm gonna just go ahead and get right into the 5 steps. So number 1, I tried to put these in order, how they kind of worked out for me. So number 1, I have meditation. You see chicken scratch, it is, that's how I write, so. Number 1 is just prayer and meditation. Well, meditation, but prayer, they go hand in hand. Just because they create a foundation. They provide the mental strength for you to be able to, and the clarity for you to be able to continue on with the next steps, because it's a journey and it does get a little bit difficult. The steps will help you to maneuver through them. But each step is vital in providing just ultimately what you'll need as a whole. So meditation, and these are vital, meditation and prayer, I would say for me, were the most important at the beginning. The very most important at the beginning. I had to sit with myself, going through years and years and years of, as adults, we go through so much in childhood, and like, what? Yeah, we go through a lot. So it's good to sit with yourself and really just kind of debunk all that, we believed, or we're taught to believe. So for me, those are the most important. I will say one of the most important. So the next step, well, I will say before I go, I will say, meditation without actually sitting with myself and like listening to my thought process and like learning kind of to maneuver through what thoughts are good, what thoughts are bad. That definitely made it easier for me to start to take care of myself too, because I started to see, oh, that's not me. Oh, that was put there by someone else. That was not me. No. So it started to make it easier to take care of myself, which takes me into number 2. Self-care. Take care of yourself. Nobody else is going to take care of yourself. Nobody else is going to take care of you. And if you don't, ultimately, how will you be able to really discover your gifts anyway? If you're not actually it's more so about, self-care is more so about taking the energy that you always put into other people and into other things, and just, we run ourselves into the ground sometimes. And we do so much for other people, and sometimes we don't take time to put that energy back into us and just replenish ourselves so that we can go out here feeling good about us, and ultimately, because I don't want to get too far into it, because self-care is that's a whole nother thing. I might have to make a video on self-care tips alone or something, I don't know. But yeah, ultimately, taking care of yourself makes it easier for you to experience new things. And number 3, so y'all can see that I got 3 fingers up. Number 3 is to try new things, create new experiences, go new places, try new foods, meet new people, start your conversations differently. Ultimately, when you try new things, it allows you to open the space to get to know what you're good at, what you like to do. Most of the time, when it comes to our calling, our purpose in life, it often has something to do with what we're really good at. What we're good at, what we like, but more so what we're good at because we were born with a gift. So what was embedded in us at birth, what was instilled in us at birth, this is what a lot of times is, what our mission calls for us to do. So trying new things, creating new things, all it does is open the door for that, which is also vital. And also, it stops you from being stagnant. The universe is always flowing. Like, it's nothing but energy out here, and it's a constant flow of energy all the time. So all the time. So just not being stagnant, that's what it does. It allows you to not decay, you know. Try new things, create new experiences, keep the energy flowing, so that you can feel it every day when you wake up, and that you can do and do and do and do, you know. So with that, I like to keep them flowing into each other, because when I started, this was the order that I went in. So, and I didn't even realize I was going in this order. I actually had to go back and like think, how did I do this and how did I do that, you know? But yeah, so the fourth one, we're just gonna get right into the fourth one. Is to examine your fear. Is to examine your fear. Fear will hold you back. And I mean, I'm sure everyone knows this, but I think it's important for us, number one, to get into that, or just to place emphasis on the fact that there's two different types of fear. So of course, one is real fear. If somebody's trying to hurt you, harm you, someone you love, someone you care about, of course you're gonna react. You have to react a certain way. So then you become, that's scary because you have to, you know, but imagined fear is the one that we want to get into, because that's all about your mentality. Imagined fear is your perception of something based off of something that's happened in the past. So it's like you're triggered. And I hate I hate to use that word right now, but it's almost like you're triggered. So it's more so just about you connecting to how you felt or how you thought about something that happened in the past. The most important thing to remember when dissecting your fear and analyzing it and really trying to get to the root of it so that you can knock it out of the way, so that it doesn't hinder you. The most important thing to remember is just that it's not happening now. Most of the time, the fear that's attached to you has nothing to do at all with your current state in life or your current point in life. So when you start to detach that and detach those feelings, it is amazing. Like it breaks those barriers. But I will say, use your fear as a tool to really start to familiarize yourself with some of the reasons why you had these fears in the first place. Because ultimately, when you start to knock those fears out, then that's how you continue on. You won't have those triggers anymore. I hate to use that word, triggers, but you won't have those triggers anymore, ultimately. So when you start to learn what your fears are and knock those out the way, and, you know, see what areas you're shaky in, you know, you're more able to become confident in those areas. You're able to learn about, you know, the things that you're scared of, ultimately, so that you can be more confident. Which I keep saying that because number 5 is to work on your confidence. And this one, for me, this was probably the hardest one. Once I got rid of all that fear, I'm getting rid of all this fear. Now I have to boost myself up in these areas because they're all brand new to me. They're all brand new to me, and I'm trying to familiarize myself with this and that and this and that. I'm not scared of this no more. I'm not scared of that anymore. You know, now I have to practice. Now you got to put in that hard, consistent work. And if you were lost in the sauce like I was, you about to cry. You're going to cry. You're going to have some nights where you're up and you're talking to yourself in the mirror and you're just like, oh my gosh. And you having all these breakthroughs, but you need it. You're going to need it because you are the only person, I've said this before, you are the only person who you will be with for the rest of your life. So if you don't boost yourself up and if you're not your cheerleader, there's a good chance that you won't find somebody else who is going to be able to instill that in you the way that you will. I hope that makes sense. If you're looking for a cheerleader in somebody else, you're going to be looking for a long time, because even if they make you feel good, if they leave or if they were to exit this room, whatever, if they weren't around one day and you were having a bad day, it is your job to be able to boost yourself up. I wrote a mini guide, and I mentioned in it, Steve Harvey was saying that you have to encourage yourself every single day. And that is the most true statement. When I was working on this step, that is the most true statement. You have to encourage yourself every day, every single day. If not, it's so easy to fall back into the same habits as before. It is so easy. Trust me, it is so easy. So you got to really be on yourself and not be hard on yourself, but be, if anything, this is the most important time to, along with the self-care, when you go through self-care or doing those practices, just remember to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself, because this is going to be a hard process. The steps will be easy. The steps can remain the same. You can use these steps in almost anything. These are steps that I use to get through my gunk, but I still use these. I still meditate. I still pray, of course. I still practice self-care. So you have to try new things. You have to every day. You always have to incorporate these things into your daily or your weekly routines or something, because these create a foundation for you to be able to get over essentially your fear and the things that are holding you back, and they help you to gain access to what it is that you really should be doing in life, because who doesn't want to be happy? And I really just want to push that. We all have a gift. We all have a mission that is meant to be carried out here. We're all favored. We are all favored, and we're all supposed to be here. So I just want to leave you with that. Thank you for watching. If you watched this far, thank you for watching. My forehead a little shiny. We always out here glowing, Anyway, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if you've already started to incorporate these steps into your daily or weekly routines. If so, how they affected you. Or if this was helpful for you, please let me know that as well. But I'm going to leave you all with that. Peace and blessings to you. Everyone stay well, and I will see you next time.